is building his own company, his own firm. So that is what he's doing right now. Okay. So I think you saw him in one of the videos. You saw him in one of the videos. And how did he get? How was he able to build all these things? How was he able to get this job? How was he able to? The word is, how was he able to push products that can land him job? And also, if a product can land you a job, that product is also good to be sold. Okay. If you can build how many people agree with me? If you can build a product that can land you a job, then that product can also be sold. How many? So you know that once a product can land you a job, that product, yes, because that company that is employing you based on what you have built, they know that there is value in what you have built. They know that they can make money or save money from what you have built, and that is why they are bringing you in. Whatever you work today, they are not bringing you in for free. So don't go there, see, you are not working for free. The day you stop adding value, that's the day the company will let you go. So the fact that you're still being retained there, that means you are adding value, and that is how it works. So whatever you can do for an employee, for an employer, you can also build a company that can consult on that thing. And all depends on how you can do it. Okay, so that is what we are here to discuss about. Now, what did he do? What did he do? He learned a high demand skill. When we say high demand, we are talking about skills that are needed globally. Okay, skills that are needed globally and can pay you properly. There are three major ones that cut across borders. Three major ones: medicine, IT, and supply chain. Basically, when I say supply chain, people think I'm talking about maybe logistics manager. No, I'm talking about the truck drivers. Yes. Okay, so you're looking at global opportunities, skills that when you have them, you can work anywhere in the world comfortably. Okay, so what did he do? He learned a high demand skill. Okay, that is eligible for what? Remote job opportunities. Don't forget, you can't do remote job in medicine. You can't do remote job in as a truck driver. Yeah, truck driver, they make a lot of money in any country in the world. They make a lot of money. How many people know? You know that truck drivers make a lot of money. Have you ever had any? Yes, they make a lot of money anywhere in the world, not just in Nigeria, not in the US, not everywhere in the world. Truck drivers make a lot of money. But the problem is you can't work remotely as a truck driver. Neither can you work remotely as a medical personnel. Okay, you have to be physically there. But with IT, you don't need to be there. You don't need to be there. Just do the job that you're required to do. That's all. You don't need to be there. So that is one thing he did. He learned a high demand skill. Okay. So basically, this is what I learned: AI automation. Okay, where you automate steps. Where you automate steps. I'll come back to this. Then what did he do? He learned the skill the right way. Okay, he came through us, learned the skill the right way, so that he can be able to build. He can be able to build the right product that will put him out there in the market. Okay, that is how he learned. And one of the best ways to learn, if you want to either land a job or sell a product, is to learn in a project-based environment, like we do here. We train people on project-based, and showcase your work. So it is the work that you showcase that people can buy. Please, guys, no matter how beautiful what you have built is, if people don't see it, can they buy it? Can you sell it? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Can you sell it? No matter how beautiful what you have built is it possible for you to sell something that people cannot see? It's not possible. Okay, that's why we said learn in a project-based environment. Okay, where you are doing projects every time. Okay, then showcase your work. How do we do showcase in I work as IT professionals. We build portfolios. We build soft portfolio. Okay, we build portfolios. Let me give you a typical example of one. Let me see if I have this portfolio here. I should have two. I'll show you a typical portfolio and look at how this looks like. So here, basically, you're going to be seeing projects that has been done. You can see. So if anybody comes here, if anybody clicks on your link, okay, this is me. If anybody clicks on your link, the person can read about you. You can see the person can go to your portfolio and check through all you have done. Okay, these are products that is on my portfolio. The person can check your contacts, can check your resume. If the person wants to reach out to you, the person can just reach out to you directly. Okay, so that is a portfolio. With this, you can showcase what you have done. Okay, so that's what we mean by what? Showcasing. Okay, showcasing your work. So yes, please. Also, please let's fill the attendance form so that we can get a recording of this session and also the material that was used for the session. Okay, so just fill the form and you're going to be getting the recording. Now, then what's the next step? Oh, yeah, I didn't talk about this so that we will be actually certified in the UK and the US, okay? We're actually certified in the UK and the US. But let me come back to this. Then you can gain foreign work experience, okay? Now, when you show off what you can do, everybody wants to see, okay? That's when people want to relate with you. Because if people can't see what you can do, they can't buy from you. They cannot. It's not possible they buy from you, okay? You can see. So I think I've spoken about this. Yes, another place is knowing where to showcase your product. So not just job this time around, showcasing your product. So even if it's a job you want to get, yeah, knowing where to apply for jobs is also very, very important. Then also knowing places to showcase your projects, what you have done, is also very, very important. Because most times, there are times that in some places where you get jobs, in those places, they also showcase projects, okay? And you can get people to meet up with you. Okay, so these are some job boards. We also have Upwork and also your LinkedIn. You can showcase your product on LinkedIn. You're on LinkedIn. How many of us are on LinkedIn here? You're on LinkedIn. If you're on LinkedIn, give me a thumbs up. You're on LinkedIn, please signify. You're on LinkedIn. You have an account with LinkedIn. Okay. Okay, very good. So LinkedIn is also a place where you can get listed, that you can showcase what you can do. Okay, very, very important. Now let me even come to, let me leave all of this. Let me come to, I will come back to that. Now, one of the things you must always be able to know is the knowledge gap. Okay, the what? The knowledge gap. The knowledge gap. You can see, look at this statement. For every one integration, there are 1,100 business needing implementation. Okay, implementation. So for every product, for every automation product you build, there are at least 1,000 businesses that thing can work for. Let me give you a typical example. How many of you do this in your company? So let's say, let me use, I want to use a, let me use a, Let me use a logistics company, a transport management company. Okay, so let's say they manage trains. Let's use a company that manage trains. So let's use something small. They manage trains and they have a row of so they manage long distances. Okay. Now in that office, um, there will be a lot of documents. Okay, documentation, drivers information, customers information, ticketing information, follow-up mails to customers to thank them, and all those kind of things. Delivery guys, that's their delivery guys, the engineers, and those things. So now, one thing you notice in that kind of company is that, so let's say an announcement, let's say a typical example, tickets have been brought in. Okay, and generally you fill some information before you get your ticket. Usually you get some information before you get your ticket. Now, once that information comes in, it is someone that will put that information in an Excel sheet. It's someone that will put that information on an Excel sheet. Can we hear me? Am I audible? I believe I'm audible. Just give me a thumbs up. If I'm audible, please give me a thumbs up. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So one person, maybe they even say, let's say they even have like a Google form. Now, once that Google form fills, it goes into the Excel sheet. So it's one person that will save their number, maybe send them text messages. Another, the same person will send them text, the same person will send them Gmail messages. This is like the smallest automation I'm talking about. The same person will send them reminders. Maybe they have a typical example. Maybe, let's say a typical example, like even flights, this thing. Those people that usually book return tickets. Okay, so it's the same person. Okay, the same person that will have to send to book the return ticket. You understand? Okay, and at the end of the same time, the same person will have to add reminders. Now, but if you have a workflow that once an information comes in, after saving it in the Google Sheet, automatically it sends message, and that's emails. It sends SMS, and it books a reminder for the return ticket. Okay, in the calendar. What do you think? Will that reduce time wastage? I need reaction, thumbs up or thumbs down. Okay. So a workflow that once information comes in from like a Google form, like all this one they tell you to fill online. Okay. Once information comes in, after it goes into the Google Sheet, then automatically an email is sent. The necessary emails are sent to the person. Then the necessary text message is also sent, and also the necessary meetings and appointments were also booked automatically in just maybe 5, 6, 7 seconds. Have we gained time? That kind of workflow, is this saving time? I need reactions, thumbs up or thumbs down. Is it saving time? That's like the simplest of the simple of the simplest. Is that thing saving time? It is saving time, right? Because why? It will be someone's work to what? To type, to enter those values. It will be someone's work to be sending Gmail one at a time. It will be another person's work to be sending SMS, or even if it's the same person. And now if you're dealing with a passenger-based passenger-based company, you have hundreds of passengers. You have hundreds of people taking the train. You have hundreds of people taking the buses, and you're managing that. So instead of you having to spend like maybe 4 or 5 hours doing all of those, you can have a workflow that can do that in just 10 minutes. As those information is entering, as they are filling the form, you're not going to be the one filling the form. As the customers are filling the form, is going immediately, they will be getting mails, they will be getting these things. So that is a simple. If you take that to a transportation firm, let's be practical. If you take that to a transportation firm and explain it to them and show them, will they buy it from you? They will buy it from you, true or false? I need thumbs up or thumbs down. That's like one of the simplest workflows you can get. Will they buy that from you? Do you think they'll buy it from you? That is one of the simplest. And why? Because why are they going to buy that from you? Because they know that instead of them hiring many people to be sending mails, instead of them having like maybe 10 people doing all of that, they can have only 4. Okay? They can have only 4 and have an AI automation engineer maintaining their workflow. They might not even pay, they might not, it might just be on retainer servicing the workflow. So instead of them paying like the 6 extra people, paying them maybe like $2,000 or $3,000 a month, they might just be paying you $1,500 every month to maintain. So can you see where that can? So you can see that they are saving money because 3,000 times 6 is 18,000. Okay, they bought it from. Let's even assume they bought it from you for like 1,000. They retain you for 1,000. That's 2,000. They are saving 16,000 every month. They are saving what? 16,000 every month. And in 12 months, that is, if I'm not mistaken, that would be $192,000. That's what a simple workflow can do. And we have way more complex workflows. So those are some of the things we're talking about. So for every workflow you build, for every quality workflow you build, okay, there are over 1,000 companies that need it, okay? So now, this is the Mark Cuban insight. It says small businesses create 62% of jobs. They want to use AI. Everybody is looking for ways to cut costs. Everybody is looking for ways to improve sales. Everybody is looking for ways to improve information, improve their processes. And that's why when you give them something that can resolve issues, things that will take them 4, 5, 6 hours, that can do it in just maybe 2, 3 minutes, they will pay for it because time is money. Time is money. And don't forget again, the AI doesn't get tired. The workflow doesn't get tired. It keeps running as long as it is activated. There are workflows that you can set that, okay, at so time, do this. At so time, send so mails. Send so mails, book so meetings, call so person. Simple. Post on so place at exactly that. Just one workflow that will be doing all those things. Like the company, post on LinkedIn, post on Facebook, post on X, send mails to so people, send reminders. Single workflow. These are things that pay. Okay. Now you can see, they said the market doesn't need another ChatGPT. It needs builders that can bridge the gap between raw technology and business utility. So always think in terms of any product you're building, we always think in terms of business. And that's why we have what we call a project-based learning system. A project-based learning system, because once you're running a project-based learning system, you are building a business use case. You're always building business use cases. You're always building business use cases. Okay, so you can see the evolution of the digital workers. Okay, so before it used to be the old school automation, then now, in fact, funny enough, we see some of this old school automation. But one thing is this: all these automations you see, both conversational AI, old school automation, and AI agents, they all save time and improve processes. That's the truth. They all do what? They all save time and improve processes. They all save time and improve processes. That's the truth. Be it old school, be it new school, is an automation. Automation saves time and improve processes. And people want to pay for time. See, I must not lie to you. The most expensive thing in the universe is time. The most expensive thing in the universe is time. That's why we don't want to waste it. If somewhere is not worth going, you won't want to go. In fact, you can send them money to go and do it. But you might want to use your time to do something else. So time is the most expensive expensive currency in the universe. Okay. Now, how does a digital worker work? Okay, so basically for an AI agent, you have what we call LLMs. Like LLMs are things like ChatGPT. We have the prompts, which are instructions. We have the knowledge base. We have the tools. Okay, you must learn how to build this. If you don't know how to build this, you can't sell. Okay, these are some of the things that we can help you to build. We can train you to build it. Okay, so you are getting information from an external database, passing it through an AI agent, and you are also sending data. So I don't even want to, these are still the more technical aspect of it. The goal, why you want to learn how to build this, why you want to learn how to push this, is to what? To save time. To save time and increase efficiency in business operations. That's all. Save time and increase efficiency in business operation. Any other thing is secondary. Any other thing is secondary. So any automation you are building that is not saving time, that is not improving business operation, is a waste. But first, you need to learn how to build it. You need to what? Learn how to build it. We call them, they are parts of the automation that we call autonomous agents. Okay. These are basically agents that they do a lot of things. They do a lot of things. They can generate a lot of things for you, generate videos, generate images, activate particular tools. Okay, be it an Airtable tool, a Google Sheet tool, Amazon Web Services, whichever. They activate it automatically by themselves. These are things that people want to buy. Things that even when they are sleeping, is still working. You know, when they tell you these things, sometimes if you go to all these financial summits, you feel that if anything cannot make money for you when you are sleeping, that you should not invest in it, that you should invest in things that even when you are not there, it's still working. This is one of it. Once a workflow has been built, you every month, even if they are paying you to maintain the workflow every month, you might not even be touching anything there. You are sleeping and you are waking up. You just look at it, okay, it's working fine. That's all. You go and sleep again. At the end of the month, you might have not even changed anything in the workflow. At the end of the month, you get your money for maintenance. Don't forget, you've collected your money for sale. So either you are there or you are not there. It keeps what? It keeps working. It keeps producing. That's one of the best ways to make money. Even in your business, either you are opened or you are closed. Your automation, the automation that was sold to you, or the automation that you have built, will still be working. People can be interacting with that automation at any time of the day. So you don't even have time zone issues. You don't have time zone issues. That is why we want to learn how to build. Okay? We want to learn how to build. So basically, like I said, you build it with business value in mind. Okay? Always build with business value in mind. If you remember, what did I tell you? I explained how that simple workflow I had mentioned before can save time. So if I sell it to the logistics firm, the transport firm, in terms of time saving and accuracy, I'm selling it in terms of speed and accuracy, it becomes sellable. Please, are you guys with me? It becomes sellable because you are selling what can save them time and what can improve the accuracy of the data of whatever that they are they are doing. That is all. That's what we call the value chasing. Whatever product you are selling, whatever product we are building, you must always put in mind the business value, the profit margin, the recovered hours. So if I go to that transport team and I tell them that, okay, I have built something that can save you guys at least 3 hours of work every day, and I'm selling it to you at only maybe $500, then I can be maintaining it for you every month for $100. You might look at it that money is small, but when you have 10 companies, using it, because this is how funny it is. If company A use, you know how referral works. How many of us, we all know how referral works, right? If you're good at what you're doing and company A uses it, there will be someone in company B that does they might not even be doing the same thing as company A. Okay, take example, a logistic company and a transport company, two different entities. They might be working together sometimes, but they are two different entities. Once they hear that you've automated so process for them, and these guys are having extra time to do other things, and these guys heard, maybe these guys when they are working with them, they heard, yes, they will call you. And before you know, logistics company, they go and also deliver in hospitals. When the hospitals also hear that logistics company, they are using automation and their work is faster and everything, they will ask them how. So when you can most likely you charge based on the type of firm you're dealing with, the size, all those kind of things. We all know how to sell some of those things. You can't expect me to charge a microfinance bank and a commercial bank at the same rate. It's not possible. Okay, maybe except microfinance banks like OPay and Kuda, and Money Points. Those ones, they have money. But you can't expect me to charge a random microfinance bank the way I'm going to charge a commercial bank like First Bank, Union Bank, what's the Wema, UBA. So you also need to understand that, because this is one thing you need to understand with that. The larger the company, the more the data that is coming in, and the more the time you're saving, and the more the money you're saving for them. When you can automate process and save time, okay, so that they can use the time to accomplish other things, they will be ready to pay. Time is what people pay for. Okay, people will pay a premium for time, to gain time, and that is what you're trying to do. Okay, so you can see clients buy outcomes, they buy time, they buy margin, they buy predictability, accuracy, and they buy what? Revenue. How much can this make me? That's all. That's all. Now, they say, okay, who are the most the market competition, the high targets guys, those ones that can make you more money and all those things? Medical spas. About general the medical industries. Home servicing. Yes, home servicing. These companies that do home servicing, home services, plumbing, landscaping, and all those things. And they usually have a lot of clients coming. When they have a lot of clients coming, you can build for them. I have a student, I had a student that I trained. He actually owned a real estate company. The project he built was a workflow and automation that he was using, that he's still currently using it in his own firm. He built it for his own firm. The last time we spoke, he said he's building for a friend's company. Even as that one is still a friend, he will still pay him. It's not for free. He's doing a workflow for his friend's firm. He runs a real estate company. So then another place is insurance agencies, basically insurance agencies and financial institutions. Yes, financial institution. Then you also have the e-commerce. Okay, we have the e-commerce guys. Although most of them, you see, they are using this, they are using that, they are using this. The competition can be much at that lower end, but it's all about you explaining selling your proposal. Okay, selling your proposal. Okay, now look at this. This is a typical example. An HVAC, average HVAC company. I believe we all know what HVAC companies are. I believe we all know what HVAC companies are. All these ventilation heating companies and all those kind of things. When you hear HVAC, basically is all these ventilation, home services like plumbing, ventilation, like general house servicing. Okay, let's just put that general house servicing firms. Okay, general house servicing firms. So basically, majorly they do heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. That's what the word HVAC means. But most times, most of those companies also do other things. Okay, such as anything you want to do in the house, carpentry. They will have a carpenter. As part of your staff. They will have plumber. So anything you want to do in your home, so they want to be able to handle everything. Now look at this. Okay, they lose 50K to 200K a year entirely from missed inbound calls. Because don't forget, sometimes people call them in the middle of the night when they are not on seat. True or false? People call them in the middle of the night when they are not there. Am I saying something? There are situations where people call them. In fact, sometimes there's a situation where people are calling them and other people are calling them. So because this A is calling, they can't pick B's call. And before they know, B has called someone else. And that's money that has left the table. Okay? So now what do? They got an automation. Okay? An automation that on missed call, okay? On missed call, on any missed call, the AI quickly qualifies the lead and what quickly alert sales. It books a calendar slot and quickly alert sales. Okay? Or even it can automatically call the person back and speak to the person. We can activate on missed calls. And the AI will automatically call the person back and speak to the person smartly. If we speak to the person, it will book. It will make bookings with the person. Whatever it will store the person's problem down. It will store the problem. It will book an appointment with the person, and it will send messages to those that needs to do it. Yes, this is not rocket science. Yes, we can do that with AI, with workflows. One workflow. So for every call that is missed, those calls are quickly called back by the AI. So imagine if you, like we say, if you miss 10 calls, if you can recover 10 calls, let's even assume that out of all the calls you are picking back, you're picking back, okay? If you can recover at least maybe 10 to 15 leads, 10 to 15, because definitely most likely it's going to be more than that. You cover 15 leads, or let's maintain this 10 leads a month. Okay, that's high quality lead, and they gave you that job at an average of 3,000. That means every month you are what? Generating 30,000 in recovered revenue, apart from your own revenue. Please, is this not sellable? Please, thumbs up or thumbs down. Is this not sellable? This is sellable. I need reactions. I want to know, is this sellable? Is this sellable? But first, you need to be able to build this. You need to be able to build it. Okay? You need to be able to what? To build it. You need to be able to build it. Okay? So now, I don't want to even, because basically if I start going through all of this, that is the most important thing. You have to learn before you build. You can see. It says stop learning and start building. That is, your knowledge gap is already large enough for you to start charging people, execute the playbook. But you cannot start building if you have not learned. It's impossible. You cannot start building if you have not learned. Okay? And don't forget what I told you about that guy that got a job in Canada. He learned how to build. Okay? He learned how to build. How many of us are willing to learn how to build? Invest in learning. Invest in learning. See, either you like it or not, in life you learn first before you earn. Nobody will just give you money for what you don't know. That's the truth. And there is enough money to be made. If I ask everyone here, at least you will know one or two companies that have problems that they are that even the things I'm talking about can solve. Please, if you have, just give me a thumbs up. You know companies that just these two scenarios I've given. The two scenarios I've given, I think I've given one about recovering on missed calls, and I've given one about automatically booking appointment and sending mails at a particular time and booking appointments. You know one or two. So imagine you now build something and you go to, in fact, you go to like 5 that they know you, that you know them. And you tell them that, okay, this is what I've built. This is what this can do for you. This is how much you can save from this. This is how much you can make from this. Don't worry, don't pay much. Just because one of the first things is you want to bring in people. Because if you can build for client A, now not that you want to shortchange yourself, no. If you can build for client A and client A can see it, client A will tell his friends. Yes, even in industry, people speak. In any industry, people speak to each other. Okay? They might want to cover what is making them make more money, but you will still hear about it. And if you position yourself in as a solution to those problems, you position yourself as a solution to someone's problem, and the person is now making more, others will also want that same solution, and you are the first point of contact. But first, you have to what? You have to build. Now, I'm not going to waste my time, okay? So this is what you start to learn. I'm not going to go through but that. Let me come to it. This is what you get to learn. You're going to be building custom, what we call custom automation. We're going to be demystifying AI for automation for you, okay? So you get a clear non-technical explanation of how it works. Custom automations. So as to be able to what? To create AI-powered workflows. Tailored to any business, okay? And the other things there. You can automate content creation at scale, on a large scale. In fact, you can set a schedule, okay, for those who are content creators. It will generate content for you, and it will post it on all the mediums that you want to post it in no time. That's what it's going to do for you. In no time. Okay? You can schedule meals that at a particular day, in a particular, at a particular time, in a particular day, maybe every Monday by 9 a.m. Okay? You allow the AI to run through all the leads you have gathered from the previous week, analyze all those leads for you, give you high quality leads, okay? Send those leads specific mails. It can even construct the mails itself. Call those leads one at a time and get back information from them every Monday or even every day by 9 a.m. Or you can schedule every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday by 9 a.m. Yes, that's a workflow. That's one of the things you can build. Without you leaving your house, you can be sleeping. That thing will be working. You can be sleeping, it will be working. That is it. Okay? So I don't know, not to waste our time. So usually, it's just a 2-month course, okay? AI automation engineering. Although we still have other courses too. We'll have AI for social, for content creation. We have AI for generative AI for data analytics. We have AI for business analysis and project management. We have AI for human resource analysis. Okay, we have all of that also. They are all automations. Okay, automation, AI is more than ChatGPT, because I think that's the problem. A lot of us just think when you hear AI, ChatGPT, DeepSeek. No, AI is way more than ChatGPT and DeepSeek. Okay, AI is way more than ChatGPT and DeepSeek. It's just 2 months. Either you do it or you don't do it. 2 months will come and go. Okay? And like I said, before you can earn, you have to learn. Nobody will give you money for nothing. Nobody. Okay? Nobody. So where we have just 6 weeks learning in class and 2 weeks capstone. All virtual. Saturday from 10 to 1. All virtual. Okay? Now, what else do we stand to give you? What else? What else do we stand to give you? This is the whole package. Okay? So apart from the learning aspects, that's why I removed that, because we've spoken about that in AI automation. So apart from the learning aspects, we're also going to what? Package you. Okay? For every project you build is a typical project, is a typical fictional scenario, business scenario. You gain that. We do CV revamp for you, that's normal. Okay? LinkedIn optimization, we're going to show you how to optimize your LinkedIn. See, some of the biggest jobs I've gotten, like gigs, not even full-time job, like gigs, contracts that I've gotten, they're actually on LinkedIn. They are actually on LinkedIn. Yes, they are on LinkedIn, on my LinkedIn, where I posted on LinkedIn. People will see it and they will reach out to me directly that, okay, we see that you can build this. We want you to help us build this, and we negotiate. Actually, my portfolio is attached to my LinkedIn so they can see every other thing they want to do. See. But first, what brought them to my profile first was what I have posted. And if your LinkedIn is not optimized enough, your profile won't be visible. Okay? Then we help you with a portfolio also. Yes. We teach you how to build portfolios. Okay? Like that one you saw. What do you think about that portfolio? The one you saw. This one, what do you think about this? You can type in the chat, what do you think about that portfolio? Why is my network is lagging? Yeah, I don't know why my network is hanging, but people can easily just see my projects. Okay, my network is a bit slow, but people can just easily see it. And if you are interested in it, they will reach out to me. It's as simple as that. Not rocket science. Now, another thing we offer you is mentorship. In our mentorship section, we teach you how to apply for jobs, how to apply for gigs, how to negotiate for jobs, how to negotiate for contracts. That's contract jobs, like how to sell your automation. Okay, we're going to be giving you that. And also how to prepare for interview in case of a job. Okay, and we also give you job reference. Okay, that is what we do. That's all. You also have a learning management system where everything that is being taught, you're going to be seeing it. But like I said, you have to learn how to build. You learn how to build, you learn how to position yourself. People think making money is hard. I think, um, we say, the person who knows, we say direction is more important than speed. Direction is more important than what? Than speed. He who knows, he who knows is the one that truly what? That truly makes it in. Okay? So if you don't have knowledge on how some things are being done, you can never reach there. That's the truth. You can be running fast, but in the wrong direction. Okay? So yeah. Okay. So let me quickly run through. So with all I've said now, with all I've said, look at it. 2026 AI automation ecosystem, real estate. You use your tools, you build, bam, bam, lead generation bots, $500 per month. That's for only one company. Oh. You build for maybe local services, email qualifiers, 1K a month. Bam, bam, bam. So let's say you build for e-commerce, voice to whatever. You are building them with data dashboard. You are paying like 2K a month. By the time you add all of this together, that's about 3,500 every month. For a workload that you might not even touch at all throughout the whole month. This is for a workload that you might not even touch at all throughout the whole month. Now, please write it in the chat. For we to train you to do things like this, don't forget CV revamp, LinkedIn optimization, portfolio building, like that my portfolio you saw, mentorship, both soft skill and hard skill. In that mentorship, we teach you interview preparation, how to negotiate, how to apply for contracts, how to apply for normal jobs. We teach you all of that. Okay? We do all of that. Okay? Then also we give a job reference in case they need experience from you, because you're already building projects. Yeah. Most of the capstone that people are building, in fact, funny enough, most of the capstone our students build, because by the time you join in, you will see something that this can do for you. Most of the capstones are students, capstone projects that our students build. They usually build it for themselves, either for their businesses or for their offices. But they will submit it normally, they will submit it as their capstone project. But they will still go and apply it in their office. And when their office, like I have like 2 of them like that they paid their training fee. The fee that they paid to come and train here, they paid it, and they've upgraded them in the office. That is one thing that you can do. Okay, with this. So it's either you can sell, and it's not that you sell alone. After you sell, okay, most likely you still be the one maintaining it, and they'll be paying you retainer fee every month. Now, with everything I've discussed, for us to train you for this thing in 2 months, in 2 months, we have people that usually get jobs even when they are still in the session. That's normal. We have people that usually get contracts even when they are still in the session. That's normal. It happens a lot. It depends on how serious and how dedicated the person is. Okay. But if we look at all of this, how much do you think we should be charging for this? A 2 months course. 2 months. You have your learning management system. Maybe I should even show you that. A 2 months course. Let me just show that. This is the learning management system. These are learning management system. Okay. These are learning management system. You can see it. Okay, these are my courses, cohorts. This is the classroom. You can see everything is seamless. These are activities, login details, recordings, because all our sessions are recorded. Okay, you can see them. They are whole year. Okay, you can go to class, look at the topics there. You can see what has been done before. Okay, there are lesson videos also that you can watch at your own pace. Okay, you just come on Saturday to build real life projects. That's what you come to do on Saturday, those 3 hours. Okay, so there are a lot of things like that. So I can't say everything. I can go on and on and on and on and on and on. I think my screen is no longer showing. Yeah, I think I saw it now. This is what I was showing before. Sorry about that. This is what I was showing before. You can see it. Those are lesson videos, LMS on your own. They are short videos. You can see short videos. So what you just do in class, in this classroom, you see recordings, class recordings. What you just do in classroom, thing is just to do what? It's just to come and build a project. You can build a project that you can even sell. You can build a project that when you understand how that thing is being built properly, you can go and start pitching it out. People that can buy it. Okay? So I think I want to ask a question, which I've been trying to ask since. How much do you think this should go for? You can type in the chat, I'll be listening. How much do you think this should go for? How much do you think we should be charging for this? for all the things I've mentioned, all the goodies and everything I've added, how much do you think we should be charging? How much? Now, just type it in the chat. I want to just listen. I want to see what we think. What we think. Your ability to build things that can make you money anywhere in the world. What do you think we should be? Nobody's responding. What's the what's the problem? Nobody's responding. You can type in the chat. $500, 500 pounds. Goes for calm down. In any currency, be it cedis, be it dollar, be it euro, be it pounds, how much do you think we should be charging? For all I've said, apart from you learning how to build, we still teach, there's a difference between you learning something and now knowing how to utilize that thing. We'll teach you, yes, how to build and also how to sell. All I've said is preamble. There's still more. $1,000, okay? Someone is saying $1,000. No other person? Okay, so let me make you laugh. Let me make you. 1 million. Who said $1 million? Calm down now. Let me make you laugh. For the first 20 people to register, we are giving a discounted amount of 150,000. Something that we should be charging like maybe 500 or 700,000 to do, to train people for. And normally our original amount is 250K, yes. But we are giving out a discounted amount of 150, only for the first 20. Actually, it's not for the first 20, it's for the first 20 slots for July, with which I think, if I'm not mistaken, I have only like maybe 9 left, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 9. Probably I'll check. I don't know, I'll check. So it's not first 20 year, it's actually the first 20 to enroll. Okay, then after then we revert to the 250K. So I believe this price is fair. Very, very fair. Thumbs up or thumbs down. This price is fair. Who can give a reaction? This price is fair. It's fair. Okay. Omar, what do you think? Francisca, what do you think? The price is fair. Sylvester, what do you think about that price? That's roughly about just $120 in international fee. That's roughly about $120. $120, $130 for a 2-month course. And do you ever know the funniest thing? Even if you don't have all the money today, even if you don't have all the money today, start with 50,000. So this is it. You pay 50K in now. You pay 50K now. At the end of July, you pay under 50K. Then at the end of August, when you almost done, you pay under 50K. Or you can even just pay the whole 150 now. You can start with 100K now, so that you know that okay, at the end of July, you pay your 50K and you're good. That's all. Do you think? I believe this is fair, if I'm not mistaken. This price is like you're even giving. It's like we are giving out this. Yes. It's like we're giving out this. Okay. So I think this is what I'm going to tell you. This is what I'm going to just tell you. So I don't want to. I'm not trying to finance you. If you've seen everything I've shown you, there is nothing there that you have not seen. Okay. I think I think I've done more than I can do. Okay, more than I can do. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the link. Okay, I'm going to give you the link to the to where you can secure your slot. If you can do that right now, do it. Yes, 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 you can. Okay, I think probably there were some people here that were part of the part of our, we just finished an AI hackathon actually. We finished an hackathon, we call it Hack AI-thon. Okay. And if you see what people, they all spent 2 months here. I think we should have some witnesses here. David, Victory, the Hack AI-thon. We all saw that. We saw what people built. All those people spent 2 months. Only 2 months here. Only 2 months. This is not, it's not even, this is not with bragging. Only 2 months. Only 2 months. And they did wonders. I don't know. Victory, do we have the highlights, the video highlight of this thing? Do we have the video highlight of this thing, the link to the video highlight of the hackathon? Do we have the link to the video highlight of the hackathon? Because I want us to, maybe if you feel, so that I can send you the link, then you can watch it on your own. I won't play it here. So that I don't look like I'm trying to find it. I'll send you the link. Victor, do we have that here? Please, if you have that, you can just say, oh, you don't have that with you. Let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I can get it. So I'm not, this is not this thing. See, this is not rocket this, okay? Yeah, no, we don't have the time. You know, people have to go and rest. This is 9 o'clock, okay? This is after 9. I'm trying to see if I can get that link, okay? If you fill the attendance form, you will get the link also. If you fill it, I'll make sure you get everybody that filled the attendance form. It is attached when given, okay? So how many of us, and number two, another thing is this. That's not all. For the first 10 people, okay? First 10 people to register today. Okay, you'll be getting a free Canada remote job strategy session with me before you start your program. In fact, this is it. If you register today, you will start joining several meetings before you even start. Okay. So now, if I can teach you the Canadian job strategy market, the market strategy, then also from there you can learn how to sell to Canadian firms. That's another thing. That's the kicker. You know, I told you, for them to hire you, they believe what you have built is valuable. So for what you have built to be valuable, that means it is sellable. That's just it. So how many of us have gotten the link? I can also give you my number in case you want to still reach out to me. Okay, that's my number. Okay, that is my number. You can reach out to me. Okay, so I posted what you need. Okay, so, and I'll be taking questions now. Okay, I'll be taking questions now. So if you have a question, please raise hand. You see a raise hand icon like this. Okay, you will see a raise hand icon. Okay, please, you can raise your hand. Or maybe, are you sure you filled in the right email? So if you have a question, you can raise a hand. If you have a question, you can raise it. Okay, how many of us are interested in registering today? Interested in registering today? You are interested in registering, in claiming your slot today. Okay. Up 3 videos. Is that okay? Please unmute and you can unmute and speak. Please go ahead. Up 3 videos quickly. You can unmute. Also willing to evening. I think you can give me a thumbs up. Can we hear me, please? Hmm. Okay, so I think I noticed I was breaking the other time. Can we all hear me now? Can we all hear me now? Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so how many of us are ready? How many of us are ready to book our slots this evening? You ready to book your slot this evening? Omagu, are you ready to book your slot this evening? I need reactions, I need reactions, I need reactions. I need reactions. I believe I'm audible, right? Yeah. So yes. So I think I've sent in the we've sent in the links. Okay. We've sent in the links and I've sent in my number in case you still have any question. If you want to discuss something with me and whatever, okay, you want to learn more, you want to discuss more, okay, you can still reach out to me. Then the link to apply, okay, to apply for these courses has also been added, okay? So I believe a lot of us will want to move on to the next level. Okay, want to move to the next level, and we know what to do if you want to move to the next level. You have to what? You have to learn more, learn something new, learn something that can give you better, that can lead you to greater success. Okay, and that is why we are here. Okay, so please, once you click on that link and you feel, I think they should. Where's Victory, there should be a form that should come after that, if I'm not mistaken. There should be a form that should come after that. Yeah. So please, you follow the steps, you make the payment, and you are going to be joining this wonderful family. Then you can start building your own workflows. Okay. So the truth is, you have to make sacrifices. Okay, to go higher. For you to go higher, you have to make sacrifices. Okay, you have to pay for things. Okay, you have to pay to learn. You have to learn first. Sometimes you have to pay to learn. Okay, so that you can increase your earning capacity. Okay, so that we can increase our capacity. Please, any final questions, please? Any final questions?
Good evening,
Any
sir.
final questions? Yeah, good evening, Basi.
My name has been up since. Maybe you didn't notice.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, your hand has been up. I don't know. I told you to speak the other time, but I
All
don't
right,
know if you.
once again, thank you always and again tonight for the wonderful session.
You're welcome.
I entered a big man's office a few days ago. He was talking to
Okay.
people, and then I was privileged to be there. And then he was talking about automation. He has a bakery. He has a very big bakery, though highly competitive in his area. And he was saying they want to automate the whole bakery. I just laughed because I have been attending sessions with analytics, and I attended sessions with you too. So my question is, a man of such caliber and then that has a company like that, what can he automate, and then how can he go about it? That's my question.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for that. So first and foremost, before you automate anything, you have to think about the processes that they undertake. Okay. What do they do? You understand? Yes, they enter information, they make calls, okay? They update clients. There's a particular time that they call particular suppliers, okay? There are particular times that they send mails, okay? There are particular times that they make calls to customers, okay? Now, there are times that they also want a customer service agent that can automatically reply to people smartly, not those rigid ones, smartly. So there are a lot of things that can be automated in a bakery. Okay, it's a large bakery. There are a lot of things that can be automated. They keep books, don't they? They keep books. They relate to customers. They search for new customers. They do research analysis and all those things. You can automate all of that. There's a particular time that the bread goes out, and some people need to be notified. You understand? About the bread that is going out, the volume that is going out, the time that is going out, the places it needs to be. They don't need to be saying that every time or writing that in papers every time. No, the person just checks his or her phone and he already sees it, either as a text message or as an email or even as a voice note. So that's another thing they can automate. So even if they are not there, even if the person is not there at that point, the person already gets the necessary information. Okay. So when the client enters his request, the request can go into the automation system, then it is processed by the automation system, and the system sends it into a sheet and send notifications to whoever needs to be notified, and also book what appointment, so that at that set time it alerts those that needs to send the product. Are you good? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So that is how it works. Okay, guys. It's been a pleasure to have you all here. I believe at least you've learned.
I
My number is there. My number is there. You can call me if you still want to take the decision further.
fact they are, yeah.
Sorry, you're
Did you hear
breaking.
that? All right, sorry, I had a call, that an incoming call. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, please go ahead.
All right, I was saying something like this. Let's suppose that they don't contact their customers, but customers just come to them. And because they don't have any affiliation with their customers, they believe that customer can always come and buy. But in this case, how do you sell the solution to them?
Okay. So number one, there's what we call customer follow-up. Okay. Now, those kind of people will have a lot of customers. Okay. You want to be able to follow up on your customers so that your customers keep returning. Because no matter what, the customers are the one that makes up, they make a large, they're a very strong stakeholder in any business. Okay? You want to make the customers feel among. You want to make them feel good. You want to make them feel as if they are because they are truly a part of the business. You want to make them feel as they are part of the business, feel they are part of the business as they are. You understand? Okay. So anytime customers come to buy, they have to document those information. Okay. Once you document information, you have those customers' contact information. Automatically, once those information you've documented are uploaded, once you document it in your Google Sheet, wherever you are putting it, okay, your Google Sheet, automatically a text message, a thank you text message can be sent automatically. Okay. And other service provider can be sent directly to that customer's phone. So that's another way you can deal with customers. So that is that about that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. Enjoy, or let me just say, have a good night rest. Okay. Like I said, for you to grow, you have to water. For you to earn, you have to what? You have to learn. Cheers, everyone.